In this video, we're going to discuss why the gameplay improvements in NBA 2K25 and expanded pro play just made Luka Doncic and big guards that much more of a problem. So with the conversation being around small and shifty guards potentially being the wave, let's see if big guards are still going to be dominant in NBA 2K25. And once again, shout out to 2K for sending me over to Community Day. At the end of this video, I'm also going to give you a few Kyrie highlights, so stick till the end. So everything is set up because of Luka's prolific ability to get to the paint and finish through contact. And once again, if you're a Luka build, it looks like Gold Lightning Launch is what you're going to want to use. Use this hesitation to blow by past your defender, and again, use that off arm to really push off your defender, and use that strength, physicality, and finesse to finish at the basket. And once again, your ability to launch out of these hezzies into a crossover or into a same side explosive launch gives you more options to attack the defender. And then if you get them into that off-arm push-off and get to the basket, it's easy peasy. And that ability to launch on any side out of any hezzy really gives Luka a lot more options and makes his go-to shot way more effective. That's the first hezzy right there. You can attack out of that between the legs into a hezzy. You can also launch out of that. And depending on what the reaction of your defender is, you can go to the go-to shot directly. Here's another example of me using that hezzy from the go-to launch, but in this case, instead of letting the go-to animation play out of this hezzy, I just comboed that with a step back jumper, going down and to the left, creating all that distance. And here's a third option. Out of that hezzy, instead of going to a step back, why not launch with a crossover, get into Lu Dort's chest, and finish through contact. Just look at how much more smooth this launch is out of that hesitation dribble compared to what it was in NBA 2K24. It's a night and day difference and gives you the feeling of explosiveness that wasn't present in NBA 2K24. With Luka's ability to apply pressure moving forward and backwards and shoot through contests, you're gonna put your defender on their heels and give them something to think about. And with Luka's shot creation tools, his really good step back jumpers, Hall of Fame deadeye, shifty shooter, this man can cook. And this all sets up Luka's ability to attack the paint in transition. His speed, his strength, and his craftiness allows him to finish through contact and get past a lot of defenders. This is me right here using Alex Caruso, one of the best defenders in the game. And just take a look at how Luka sheds through a lot of this contact. This is the meta defense in NBA 2K24 where locks will hip ride you. But just look at that, a big guard will able to fight through that contact. And just take a look at how you're able to get these nice physical bully type animations. And even though the bully badge is dead, look at how strong handle activates and gives you a nice push off to clear off all that space. So now if you're gonna be a big guard with a Luka type game, you're gonna want to target strong handle because sheesh, look at that. And another natural advantage that a lot of these taller and bigger guards will have is their ability to finish through contact. The way they rework the contest system to make height matter a little bit more, just take a look at this. Get off of me, Kyrie, you're too small, baby. Just take a look at how SGA finishes through that defense. And with the new dribble engine and the way they rework momentum and using the left stick as a way to create a lot of advantages, you're gonna want to recreate Luka's ability to slow down, explode out of that hezzy, get your shoulder into your defender's chest, and finish through contact. In my tests during Community Day, I was doing a lot of starts, stops, accelerations, and deceleration to see how good the momentum and the left stick dribble system was. And I was pretty impressed. Luka's ability to explode out of those nice slow downs into that hesitation dribble into an explosion, it felt so good and will show you the massive improvement that 2K25 made in this area. Again, look at this, a quick acceleration into a quick decel into a between the legs left stick crossover into a step back jumper. That just felt so smooth to execute. And once you master the ability to slow down, stop, and then quickly combo that into your different advanced shots, you will be cooking with guys like Luka. Because now they're thinking about protecting the paint because you're a prolific slasher. Well now, quickly stop, get into that Luka step back game, and that is an easy 3-point splash. So in my time with the game, I enjoyed using Luka Doncic so much. The Mavericks as a play now team is also very fun to use. So while Clay is Clay and you get what you expect out of him for Kyrie, I would say 90% of his moves stayed intact. Of course, he has his new go-to shot, and with that comes some new dribble animations. His go-to shot really ends up with a lot of that double step back jumper movement. It was pretty smooth, it was pretty fun, but for the most part, Kyrie's dribble combinations, his escape dribbles, his hop jumpers pretty much stayed the same. So overall, whether you decide to make a big guard build or a small guard build, they both have their disadvantages and advantages. For the most part, small guards will have a lot more dynamic animations, a lot of great shooting ability, and a quickness that will allow them to blow past by a lot of these slower and bigger guards. But on the other hand, these bigger guards can also explode pretty well. A lot of the bigger guards that I used, like Devin Booker or Luka Doncic or SGA for example, felt really good to use. I didn't feel like I was missing out in terms of explosiveness, like it was in NBA 2K24, where dribble styles really determined your ability to be a more dynamic creator. I know there was the hezzy speed boost and different types of ways around it, but for the casual player, if you were using a bigger guard, you probably stuck to, let's say, LeBron dribble style or maybe pro dribble style just for that explosive cross launch. But the same side explosive launch in 2K25 is much better. So I was super impressed by using big guards. I didn't feel like I was losing out on a lot of the fun, the creativity, the dynamism that you get with smaller guards. There's a lot more cool animations for bigger guards too, which makes me really rethink whether I'm gonna start with a small guard or a big guard, because man, once you're in a mismatch situation in NBA 2K25, you definitely feel every single ounce of helplessness that a big guard puts you in. So for example, when I'm using Tyrese Maxey up against James Harden or maybe Mike Conley against SGA, I could be positionally sound on defense, but it wouldn't matter much anyway, just because bigger guards have that physical advantage that they can really muscle you around and use that mismatch to really take control of the game. So there you have it, the Luka Doncic showcase. As always, you can expect more detailed pro play and animation breakdowns. Man, we haven't even gotten into tutorials yet, so I'm looking forward to really getting into the lab, showing you guys a few things that I learned from NBA 2K Community Day. So stay up, we're moving. Of course, I appreciate every one of you for the support you've given over the past few days. We got more to come, and 2K Day is just a few days away.